sure that if Shoa could be saved.
During the meteor swarm that Elagor sends down upon the Harlequins over at this table, you see Grandma Kettle sacrifice herself, bestowing upon all of her companions Grandma's hug to bolster them through the rest of this fight that she helps them survive.
Tell me your character's name.
Rook.
What? No! As she was held, grappled in the arms of a mutated Yugoloth, taking revenge on its brothers for being killed in the Chapter 5 finale, for what it's worth. She gave everything, lightning and stone, to wrap its head in a cocoon of rock, blinding it, deafening it, and stunning it permanently, such that her allies were able to burn it from within. Yoila and Bevan delivered the killing blows, burning it from inside the holy reeds.
As Kendir and Elagor fights over what remains of this party that Grandma Kettle has departed, you see their blows strike the Harlequins before them. Elagor commands Kendir to strike down at the enemy before him, which is the prone body of Kaiser the Dustbringer. As the spear drives into Kaiser's body, he floods Kendir with that destruction Eidolon power and sends his destructive energy up Kengir's champion spear, his massive obsidian spear, and breaks it. And it shatters. That destruction energy climbs up Kengir's arm and consumes his upper arm, most of his chest area, and his body begins to go gray.
As wave after wave of fiend and flame break against the Harlequins, through a broken helmet, the bloody mouth of Elagor screams his rage. Ah! He summons a myriad of weapons, desperate to destroy, to win. The Harlequins, the remaining faces alongside them, blast back, and your power together is enough. Elagor is knocked off his feet and sent tumbling over the edge. He smashes into the side of the tear, and with a shriek of rage, he is swallowed by its depths. A silence follows over the battlefield. After everything, most of you are in shock. At first, you believe the silence that drapes across the width and breadth of Flurry Harbor is just that, just shock. The draining of your adrenaline, the heat of the battle. But it's more than that. More than the insulated muffling quiet that a blanket of snow can typically provide. No, this silence eats the sound of lapping waves. It eats the sound of the rustling leaves, even the wails of those mourning and dying in the streets of Flurry Harbor. The body of Kengir lays broken on the cobblestones. Elagor's rasping breaths are shallow. Each breath is like a ghost, barely visible in the depths of the tear as the chilled air and the life leaves his body. From within the Harlequin ranks, two screams break the silence as Bellinors and Lorelei collapse on the spot, writhing in agony. They are clutching at the marks on their necks and continuing to wail until they run out of breath to do so.
What's going on? Belle, are you okay? Belle!
Somehow, their vocal silence is somehow unsettling. It's replaced by the sound of leather armor scraping over pebbles and gasp of pain. All the while, the Harlequins, who desperately try to help the pair, find themselves having to shield their eyes and turn away. Belle and Lorelei begin to glow bright and hot with radiant energy, their marks glowing the brightest of all. Persistent helping hands are burned and forced back. leaving many helpless as they watched their fellow harlequins suffer. Coalescing over the battlefield, an enormous form takes shape. Sharp golden lines break up the familiar outline of a red-headed angel. The two suffering harlequins still. They cease to glow. Their necks are bare.
Belle, are you okay? Belle, come on. Come on.
What just happened? What just happened?
Lorelai, get up!
The energy clears. Raziel stands before the Gaza ghosts, rising as tall as Kengir and Eligor was. Raziel's once broken body has been mended. Their physical cracks covering their skin have been filled with gold, a beautiful kintsugi work of art. They cast their eyes over all of you, and even here the differences strike us. Mismatched, heterochromic green and blue eyes instead of glowing eyes like before. They examine their new form, and a beatific smile breaks across their face.
It worked. It really worked.
Raziel, wait. What is going on? What did you do to them?
Raziel strides towards Kengir confidently and looks down at the beaten titan.
You have something I want.
Raziel thrusts their hand into Kengir's chest. His body twitches. He grasps weakly at the angel's wrist. They easily pull free of Kengir's hands, now holding the massive gem that protruded from Kengir's chest. The heart of fire. Kossuth's heart. With casual ease, Kengir kicks Raziel kings. With casual ease, Raziel kicks Kengir's colossal corpse, whoever did that, away as it turns to ash and blows through the broken town square like blackened snow. They stare at the crystalline heart of Kossuth, burning in their pale hand.
Ash Lord indeed.
Damn.
Morgan speaks up. Raziel, please, what's going on?
My friends, we need to have a chat.
And with that, you blink and find you've been unceremoniously teleported back to the Astral Library.
As you look around the Astral Library, you don't see any sign of Raziel. You see all your friends bloodied, beaten, bruised, some missing. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.